Because he got the whole prison drunk. He made some homemade beer, he got everybody drunk, and it got him in trouble. Even in prison, he got put in prison. Okay? He got put in like a prison junior. I don't know. Anywho, while he was in San Quentin prison, he ran into this old man. An old man that was doing life. And this old man's nickname was Rabbit. And this old man and him had become friends, and he sort of befriended my dad, sort of helped him along while he was in there, showed him the ropes. But at some point in that stay in prison, this old man come up with an idea on how to escape from San Quentin prison. And my dad was everywhere he had ever been, boys camp, juvenile hall, county jail, wherever, he escaped from it. And I guess that's where that song Running Kind came from. I don't know. I do know that while he was in there, this man come with this plan. It was a good plan. And nobody had ever escaped from San Quentin before, and nobody has ever escaped from San Quentin since. But this old man come up with a really good plan. He worked in the wood shop in the prison, and they were making a big desk for a big judge there in San Francisco. And the legs or the drawer sections of that big old desk had a big enough section at the end of each one of the legs that you could put a man in it. And so they come up with this idea about just before they put the back on it, to put a man in each leg and then nail it on. And they would put it on the truck, and they would haul it out of the prison, because back then they didn't have x-ray and all that stuff, so it was relatively easy once you got in there. And he had made my dad aware that he was going to do this. And my dad asked him, "Can I go with you?" He said, "I want to go." And this old man said, "You're welcome to go, Merle, but I'm asking you not to go. Please don't go." He said, "You're a young man." He said, "If you straighten up, you can get out of here." He said, "And you've got something really, really unique about your music. You need to get out of prison and go pursue music. You got a talent. You got a real great talent for music." Long story made very short, the old man talked my dad out of going with him on that prison break. And my dad tells the story, and it was a very heart-jerking story, because he desperately wanted out of prison, rightfully so. And he had an opportunity to go. This old man talked him out of it. And the old man did escape, and he got out. And he had told my dad, "You don't want to go with me, because if they catch me, we're going to hold court on the street." He said, "I ain't got nothing to lose. You've got something to lose. Please don't go." The old man did escape. They caught up with him in San Jose. And when they caught up with him, the battle took place, and he ended up killing a police officer. And as a result of that crime, it's an automatic death sentence. And rightfully so, may I add. Anyway, they brought him back to San Quentin prison to execute him. But just as he came into reception in the San Quentin prison, my dad was standing there behind the glass waiting for him, just to wave at him. And he heard him tell the warden that was standing there, he said, can this guy sing me one more song, one last song before I go? And my dad wrote this song right here about that conversation or that situation, because although that man was a bad man, the fact is, he did some good by persuading that young man not to get involved. And as a result, the Merle Haggard that I know exists because of that man. But this is a song that he wrote about that story. It's called "Sing Me Back Home."